Hey everybody, Travis from Intelligent Choice here. So today I want to shake things up and show you how to design agent systems that actually do something useful, whether that's streamlining internal workflows or delivering smarter, more tailored experiences for your customers, because the real opportunity here isn't just building agents, it's how we think about them. And that starts with how we architect the system itself, not just from a technical perspective, but from a design mindset that's structured, intentional, and outcome driven. So before we dive into the details, here's a simple mental model I use when designing agentic systems. So first is intent. What are we actually trying to do? What's the user trying to achieve? Then scouting, where do we get the best information from? Following that, synthesis, honestly, just what does it all mean? And finally, output, who needs this and how should it be delivered? This framework keeps things grounded. You're not trying to build a one-size-fits-all mega-agent. You're designing a system where each part has a role and the outcome is practical. You're not looking for something just simply novel. So now that you've got the structure in mind, let's bring it to life. So what we're going to do is walk through a practical scenario, not a real world case, but a system that you could design today. An agentic workflow that surfaces the latest AI trends across industries. And as we go, I'll show you how each part of this framework plays out, from shaping intent to scouting for insights, synthesizing the meaning of it all, and packaging the output in a way that actually derives value. So everything starts with intent, and honestly, this is where most systems go wrong. A typical agent just takes your input at face value, find AI trends. Well, great, but what kind of trends? From where? How often? And for whom? Most people can't fully articulate exactly what they want up front on the first go, and that's completely okay. I do that myself. But that's why I'd start with an intent agent, and that just doesn't accept the prompt as is. It asks itself, do I need more context to get this right? And if yes, it loops back around and will ask clarifying questions like, are you focused on perhaps global trends or from a specific region? And perhaps, do you want updates daily, weekly, or on demand? And really any other questions that are needed to help zero in on the user's real intent. By shaping the prompt this way, the system makes sure that the scouting agent that follows can do the right work, instead of just guessing and pulling irrelevant information. Without nailing intent first, the whole system risks being built on guesswork, and that's where most projects fall apart. So once we've nailed intent, it's time to bring in the scouting agents. Each agent is assigned its own specific domain or focus, like AI in healthcare, fintech, or retail, and pulls from a curated, high-quality list of resources. And why do you ask that? Because if you just let agents crawl the whole web, you'll end up summarizing SEO sludge, and that's not insight, that's just internet noise. This is why subject matter experts play a key role, not by writing the prompts, but by helping define which sources actually matter. Newsletters, academic databases, industry portals, the real high-value stuff. Or in other words, you're casting a tight net, not a massive one. Less junk, better signals, and more meaningful insights. So once the scouting agents have pulled in all of the data, it's the synthesis agent's turn to make sense of it all. And it doesn't just summarize headlines, it reads across everything, looks for patterns and highlights weak signals, and starts shaping the actual insights. But it doesn't just stop there, it reflects on what it's produced and asks itself, well, is this actually relevant? And if not, it adjusts, tweaks its approach and reframes the summary, pulls in different contexts, and then checks again and asks, well, do we have enough insights here? And if not, it keeps going, refining, digging deeper, and looping until it's confident that the output's actually useful. And that's critical, because without the synthesis step, even the best scouted data would just sit there completely disconnected. And that's what makes it more than just a scraper. It's not just collecting, it's thinking, adapting, and getting sharper each time around. So once the synthesis is done, it's time to package the results, because even the sharpest insights mean nothing if it doesn't reach the right person in the right format. And that's the role of the output agent. It takes those refined insights and turns them into something usable, whether that's a quick summary, a lightweight report, or a visual dashboard. Whatever makes more sense for the context. And the key here is flexibility. The system should be able to highlight which insights will be actually consumed, not just dump it into a doc and have somebody read it, because great thinking that never gets delivered, that's just shelfware. Alright, so that's how you go from a vague prompt to a system that thinks, adapts, and delivers real insight. It's about designing a system with each agent playing a clear role, working together to get the job done, from intent to scouting to synthesis and finally output, all flowing towards one goal, actionable insight. And here's the key, you don't need to be a developer to start thinking like this. All it takes is some structure and the right tools and a mindset that is less about what can this agent do, but more about what does the system need to deliver. At its core, building intelligent agent systems isn't about complicated code or huge budgets. It's about clear design, purposeful roles, and putting the right pieces together to solve real-world problems. With the right mindset and tools, anyone can start creating AI-powered solutions that actually work. No-code platforms have unlocked a world of possibilities for this. So, what's the first agent system that you'd build? Drop your idea in the comments, or tag me if you're experimenting, and please feel free to contact me on LinkedIn if you want to get a conversation going. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.